Okay, today we learn very interesting subject, that is the eco-anxiety. Now, eco-anxiety is a serious issue in school psychology because due to eco-anxiety, sometimes dropout occurs, absenteeism occurs. Therefore, when we will find that is the students are absent, then we have to check whether there is any eco-anxiety or not. Once upon a time, I did research on this. Here, eco means the climate or the weather. Though there is a difference between the climate and weather, in the current discussion, we are considering both as the same. So, here, eco means basically the environmental issue. Environmental anxiety, also known as eco-anxiety, refers to chronic feelings of fear, worry, or distress caused by concerns about the state of the environment and future ecological changes. It is not officially classified as a mental health disorder, but is increasingly recognized as a significant emotional response to environmental issues. Once upon a time, I did research nearby the Ichamoti River, which is very close to Bangladesh. And I collected data from the parents, and I have observed the mental health crisis among the parents due to sudden change in the weather. Why do we learn the environmental anxiety issue? Because sometimes a student feeling helpless after learning about deforestation and its impact on wildlife. A farmer experiencing anxiety about unpredictable monsoon patterns affecting crops. Urban residents worrying about rising air pollution levels and their health impacts. Addressing environmental anxiety, in case of the education, it incorporates environmental education into school curricula to stand in awareness and action. In the school curriculum, students will be properly trained that if there is any earthquake, then how students can protect themselves. If there is any flood, then how students can protect themselves. So if there is any thunder, stormy weather, how students can protect themselves, even how the authorities can protect the school from the thunder. So all these issues that should be included in the course curriculum. Mental health support, provide counseling and peer support groups for individuals struggling with eco-anxiety. For example, after the tsunami, we have observed the high level of trauma among the children. So how do you handle the trauma? Community engagement, promote community activities like tree planting, recycling drives, and cleanup initiatives to channel anxiety into productive action. And mindfulness practice. It encourages mindfulness, yoga, and other stress reduction technique to help cope with overwhelming emotions. Specifically, our interest will be to develop attachment with the environment can be handled by the mindfulness meditation. When we are dealing with the eco anxiety, then we cannot avoid the climate change. What is climate change? Climate change refers to long term shifts in temperature and weather patterns, primarily caused by human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial emissions. Some of the technical terms of climate change are greenhouse gases. Gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide that trap heat in the atmosphere. Global warming, the gradual increase in Earth's surface temperature due to greenhouse gas emission. transportation, and resource conservation. It encourages sustainable practices and policies. Example, rising sea levels affecting coastal regions like the Sundarbans in West Bengal. Increased frequency of cyclones such as Cyclone Amphan causing widespread damage. Urban heat islands exacerbating heat waves in cities like Kolkata. So scenarios in West Bengal rural areas challenges dependence on agriculture, which is highly vulnerable to climate variability, limited access to clean water and renewable energy sources, lack of awareness about sustainable practice. Opportunities promote rainwater harvesting and organic farming, utilize traditional ecological knowledge for sustainable resource development. Example, a village adopting solar powered irrigation systems. Urban areas challenges, air and water pollution due to industrialization and vehicular emission. Overpopulation leading to excessive waste generation. Urban flooding caused by poor drainage system. Opportunities promote public transport and reduce private vehicle use. Encourage rooftop gardening and waste segregation. A housing society implementing composting and waste segregation system. Strategies to overcome problems. Policy initiative. Advocate for policies promoting renewable energy, afforestation, sustainable urban planning. Community action. Adaptive collaboration between local governments, NGO, and community. Infrastructure development. Invest in renewable energy, efficient waste management systems, and climate resilient infrastructure. Behavioral change. Promote eco-friendly practices such as reducing plastic use, conserving water, and minimizing waste. So for the same, RPRIT has developed the pro-environmental attitude and pro-environmental behavior related questionnaire. So you can administer this questionnaire and interpret the data. Role of schools, teachers, and students include environmental studies in the curriculum, organize Eco Club for practical engagement with environmental issue, host seminar and workshop on climate change and sustainability. Teachers educate students on the science and impact of climate change, encourage project-based learning based on the local environmental issue, act as role model by practicing sustainable behavior. For the students, they will participate in environmental campaigns and activities, spread awareness within families and community, innovate solutions to local environmental problems through project and collaboration. Strategies for awareness and action. Awareness campaign. Use posters, social media, local media. Workshop and training. Conduct hands-on workshop on topics like waste management, composting, renewable energy. Community projects. Organize tree plantation drives, cleanup events, and sustainable farming initiative. Incentive. Introduce rewards for adopting sustainable practice like recycling and energy conservation. Partnership. Collaborate with local authorities, NGO, and business to fund and implement environmental programs. Involve field experts. Facilitate regular sessions with environmental experts to guide communities in adopting best practices. Conclusion, addressing environmental concerns such as anxiety and climate change, requires a multifaceted approach involving education, policymaking, community action, and individual behavior change. Collaboration with field experts can enhance the impact of awareness campaign and initiative. By understanding this issue and taking proactive measures, schools, teachers, and students in West Bengal can play a crucial role in creating a sustainable future for all. Now, here I like to share my journal publication, that is a study on climate change and mental health. Now, I have studied the effect of climate change on these parameters. One is interpersonal relationship, physical complaint, emotional discomfort, and psychological distress. I collected data from 101 female and 49 male of rural and urban areas, participated into this study voluntarily. Inclusion criterion was experience of at least one or two natural disasters in climate change. Exclusion criterion was absence of diagnosed psychiatric disorders of 150 people. The educational level ranged from illiterate to beyond PG. There were 64 people in rural and 86 to urban areas. The respondents were middle-aged. We have administered the questionnaire, that is the climate change. It was 45 item rating scale to assess 4 dimensions of climate change. The 4 dimensions are emotional distress, number of items is 4, and the alpha value is 0.84. So the scale is a highly reliable scale. And for assessment of mental health, I administered the GHQ-12. In this study, you have noted that all of the here you can find out the correlation, that is all the correlation coefficients are significant. That means interpersonal relationship, physical complaint, psychological discomfort, and emotional distress. They are seriously affected by the climate change. And here you can find out of all the variables negative correlation is high with respect to the interpersonal relationship. Physical complaints also negatively correlated, and emotional regulation, that is also negatively correlated. So this negative correlation indicates that mental health is seriously affected by the student. Okay. কাদিরা, তুমি কখনো দেখেছো হঠাৎ করে প্রচন্ড মানে আগের থেকে না জানিয়েই প্রচন্ড বৃষ্টি হতে শুরু করে দিল বা ঝড় হতে শুরু করলো, আবহাওয়া অফিস জানে না, এরকম কখনো হয়েছে?
না তেমন তো, তবে এখন ওয়েদার তো চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে, মানে অনেক পিছিয়ে তো গেছে টাইম, মানে ঠান্ডার সময়টা অতটা ঠান্ডা পড়ছে না, গরমের টাইম অতিরিক্ত গরম। একটু তো মানে আগে যে একটা ক্লাইমেটের একটা রুটিন ছিল, সেটা এখন অনেকটা ডিস্টার্ব মনে হয় আর কি। তো
ঠিক বলেছো। এবার এই ডিস্টারবেন্সটা ফলে যেটা হচ্ছে সেটা হচ্ছে যে প্রত্যেক দিনই মনে হচ্ছে আজকে হয়তো আবার বৃষ্টি হবে এবং আমার যে বন্ধুর বাড়ি যাওয়ার কথা ছিল সেটা আজকে আর যাওয়া হলো না। এইরকম অনুভূতি যদি বারে বারে হয় তবে তো তোমার মনটা খারাপ লাগবে, তাই না? সেই জন্য বিভিন্ন রকম টেকনিকের কথা বলা হয়েছে, সেই টেকনিক গুলো তখন ফলো করতে হবে। কাদিরা, তোমার লেখাটা খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে, আমি লেখাটা পড়েছি।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
ওটা ভালো হয়েছে, তুমি পরিশ্রম করেছো, খেটেছো, খুব ভালো হয়েছে। বাকিদেরও বলবো তাড়াতাড়ি করে প্রজেক্টটা জমা দিয়ে দাও। ওটা আমাদের টেকনিক্যাল রিপোর্ট হিসেবে থাকবে। পরবর্তীকালে কোনো স্টুডেন্ট যখন আসবে তখন তারা ওটা পড়বে। ঠিক আছে, গার্গীকে ধন্যবাদ নোটটাকে তৈরি করার জন্য। ফারা থ্যাংক ইউ, সোমা থ্যাংক ইউ, কাদিরা থ্যাংক ইউ। তবে এখানে ক্লোজ
আপনাকেও
করে
থ্যাংক ইউ
দিচ্ছি।
স্যার।
ওকে।